What's good, everybody? This is D. I go by the name of Philly Renegades on PlayStation Network. You can find me at Philly Renegades with a Z at the end. This video is part one. I wasn't planning on this part one. I was going to do a video called What's Cheese, and really is going to break down on what I believe is cheese in Madden 23, or Madden in general. But this gentleman, he opened up the mic. The score was tied, I believe, 29-29, and called my offense cheesy. I'm giving you every play of this game. I want y'all to tell me who's cheesy in this game. He ran the same nickel blitz defense pretty much the whole first half, definitely the whole first quarter. Let's check it out. Tell me who you think is cheesy in this game. Get down in those comments. Let me know. Was my game cheesy? Was he cheesy? Was neither one of us cheesy? Let me know what you think. Let's go. Now, this is the first play of the game. There's no way I can know what he's doing, but people play the same way online. So I'm looking for a crosser here on this first play. I'm using Kaiser White. I drop back. And I got him for an interception. I didn't play it perfect, but he overthrew it and I got the pick. So I got the ball first here now. First possession, I should say. I got him in the bag because I can go up 3 here, and I get the ball first after halftime. So I'm just looking to fill out his defense, see what he's running. As you can see here, I run a option play to the right and then a swing pass to the left, just filling out his defense, seeing what he's doing here. I noticed on the first 2 plays he runs the same nickel blitz. So I got a suspected spammer on the blitz here at this point in time. Run another play, nickel blitz again. So I already know what I'm working with at this point in time, so I got a good feel for him. I get the completion here down to the 1 yard line. I don't know why I ran this next play here. I ran an inside zone, knowing he's coming down on the blitz, so I run right into it, so he stops me there. So I go to one of my most used plays down on the goal line, and it's the option pitch, speed option pitch to Miles Sanders. This is an easy touchdown all day. Some people can play it right, but 9 times out of 10 I'm going to score here. So I go up 7-0 with the extra point. So just to recap that drive, I get the ball in great position. I run 6 plays, all unique plays, no repeated plays on that drive. He runs the same nickel blitz every play. So let's see who's cheesing. Let's keep it going. So he gets the ball back after the kickoff. Remember, I picked him off on his first pass of the game.
Got him!
And I get him again. This time it's Nakobe Dean. He gets the interception, walks it in for the touchdown. With the extra point, I go up 14-0. So now he's on record for throwing 2 passes, 2 interceptions. I'm up 14-0, so he's back on offense.
Oh my God! He turns go all the way.
I overplay it. He takes it around the outside. Easy touchdown for him, 1 play tutty. So I go to one of my favorite plays, the PA corner stop. This play is deadly against almost every defense in this game. It's more effective against zone than man. Of course, he's still in his nickel blitz defense, so he gets the breakup. But I'm gonna come back to that play. I'm gonna talk about this play in a little bit. So now I know he's a serial blitzer. I start going to my plays that usually torch a blitzer like this. He plays this one particularly well, but I'm gonna come back to different plays, and I'll show you in another video how I go against a blitz happy player. So now I come out and I finally go to my PA scenes. This play here is an easy 1 play touchdown sometimes against a blitzer. In this particular case, he bottles this one up. So I run it 1 time here, 0 completions. I'm gonna keep a tally on this play because he started complaining about this play a little bit later. So now I run a unicorn play. You don't see this much online. This is called a punt. Not a whole lot of people punt online, but I typically do. So just to recap that drive, I ran 4 plays, including the punt. All unique plays. He ran his nickel blitz twice, and he introduced a cover 2 man out of the nickel also. So he still ran his blitz 50% of the time. All right, so I'm gonna give my opponent credit on this drive here. He went on a pretty lengthy drive. He's unique in that usually players that run the same defense all game tend to also cheese and run 1 or 2, 3, 4 plays all game. He actually had a pretty nice offense. He mixed this drive up pretty well. He, moved it down the field on me relatively easily. And I don't think he called a play twice on this drive. So he mixed his plays up quite well, including having me on skates right there. So this is midway through the drive. He's almost at the 50-yard line. He kills me over the middle with this play here. I don't run a lot of plays over the middle, which is interesting. Most Madden players do. I think that is what makes me unique, makes my offense unique. He dots me up in the middle of the field there. Then he comes to the outside and gets a nice completion on the sideline. So again, he's mixing his plays up well. He's moving the ball on me. I'm trying to study his offense here because he is changing it up a bit. I'm trying to see what he's doing. I'm building a little bit of a database to see what he might go to later on in the game. Here on the last play of the drive, he just took Allen around the outside. Really wasn't a whole lot I can do there. Missed the tackle. Maybe I could have gotten down on the one and went for a goal line stance. On this next drive, I'm giving him the PA seams look. He's staying in the same defense. He is mixing it up with that nickel man defense. But I give him a quick swing pass, and then I come back with the same look and run the ball up the middle for a nice hitter. I then go hurry up, and I hit him with the PA seams over the top. That combination of that inside zone to the hurry up the PA seams is deadly. So to this point in the game, I've run PA seams twice, and I've only completed the one for the touchdown right there. So he gets the ball back, and I mentioned his last drive that I was trying to study his offense. Remember, his first two passes were interceptions. So usually by this point in the game, I have a really good feel for what the opponent wants to do offensively. But because he threw those two early picks, I'm just now getting a feel for what he's doing. He's dotting me up pretty good. He has a really nice offense. So he's moving the ball again down the field on me, left, right, doing what he wants to do right now. He gets a nice completion here, down inside the 5-yard line. Again, he's moving the ball. We're approaching halftime. I'm up 21-14. On this next play here, he tries to run a little inside zone, but luckily I met him in the hole and got him down on the 3-yard line. This last play here is easy money for somebody that has a good tight end, a little quick hitter. He turns around, catches the ball, touchdown. Should be tied up 21-21. Instead of taking the tie, he comes out and goes for two. He runs the same route out of a different formation. Easy money again, and he gets the 2-point conversion.
And you wonder why we not friends no more.
So I think it's a good time to pause right here and recap. So I'm running a pretty straight up game. I'm mixing up my play calls, not really overly trying to cheese this dude, even though he's running his nickel blitz all game. I got him out of the nickel blitz, I guess, because he started running that man nickel coverage, but he unnecessarily goes for 2 points here. At this point in the game, I'm just thinking of this as a regular Madden game, but apparently this dude was really mad by this point. All right, with 38 seconds to go in this first half, I'm looking to set up my kickoff. I have a way I set up kickoff returns, and I'm telling you, I'll probably get more kickoff returns than anybody in the top 10. If you want to see a video on how I set up kickoffs, let me know. But I take Quez Watkins around his left side here. I wasn't expecting to run this one back because I was already planning on PA seaming him to death on this drive, but I take it in for the touchdown here. It's a good setup for me because I get the ball first in the second half. It looks like I'm sitting pretty right here. But before we get to the second half, he just went for two on me unnecessarily, so, I got to pay him back.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I get the 2-point conversion to go up 29-22. So this is a good spot to pause this video. As you can see, he opened up the microphone here, and he's big mad. So he called my offense cheesy, and I'm sitting here laughing at him like he played me cheesy this whole game. He just went for two unnecessarily. I paid him back on that. He told me I didn't have an offense. I told him I got 29 points in the first half. I don't have an offense. I did get the pick six, but it's all good. So he's calling me cheesy, and I told him, I said, bro, you've been running nickel blitz almost all game. His reasoning was that he was using the middle linebacker. He wasn't actually blitzing. cool, but you're running a nickel blitz and that it's throwing my offensive line off, and you're getting pressure faster than you normally would if you didn't. So whether you're sending that nickel blitz or not, it's still throwing the timing of the offensive line off, and that's how you're getting pressure. So he was really mad at this point in time. This is where this video formed in my mind. It's like he's been playing me cheesy all game. I've been playing him relatively straight up, and he's calling me the cheesy one. So let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Let me know who was cheesy in this game to this point in time. Like, I don't even think it's close, but I think his main issue was that I run a lot of option plays. And if you ever watch the Philadelphia Eagles play, you see that that's how they actually play for real. Now, some of the speed options they don't run, but in my mind, that's not a cheesy play. And we're gonna get to that in the second part when we talk about what's cheesy in my mind and what's not. And then I'll get your comments on that too from that video. He was griping about PA scenes. That's why I've been highlighting in this video so far how many times I called that play. I hadn't even really run it that much. I run that play when somebody's blitzing me extensively, because I know that play destroys the blitz. I get my timing down, and it's almost impossible to stop if you don't know what you're doing. It's actually relatively easy to stop if you know how to play it. And ironically, the next game I played after this guy, he knew how to stop PA seams. I ran it twice, and then I didn't come back to it. The other play that he was griping about was a single back play action play that I highlighted earlier. I said I would come back to it. I forgot I ran it that one time, but it was incomplete, and that's why I didn't remember it. So I told him I had only run the play one time. And you'll see it coming up here in a second, actually, for where I ran it the second time. So he was griping about that play as well. But again, I threw it and it was incomplete. So I don't know what he was complaining about there. Anyway, again, let me know down in the comments, who do you think's played cheesy? He was big mad. I had no idea he was mad until he opened up the comment. To this point in time, it was a regular Madden game. Dudes play cheesy online all the time, and I don't even really matter. It don't really matter to me. So I'm gonna run my game. I'm gonna try to get the dub. And 9 times out of 10, if you blitzing me all game long, I'm going to get the dub. Anyway, let's get back to the video. I'm feeling good. I just took Quez Watkins around that left side for the touchdown. I get the ball right back.
Really? Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
I rarely give up kickoff returns for touchdowns, and he took this thing back to the house. We went to plans for the second half to go up by 2 touchdowns after halftime. Right here, I opened up the mic and told him to go for 2, but I opened it up too late because I told him, I said, you done opened up the can of worms and started going for 2, so you better go for 2 every time. So now we're in each other's ear. I come back with the PA seams. Completed it on the sideline, put myself in field goal range to get a quick field goal before the end of the half. So now we going at it in each other's ear. I come out and I take a shot. And he said I ran this play before. I told him I hadn't. I forgot I ran it, but it was incomplete the first time, so I don't know what he was complaining about. So at this point, we still in each other's ear. I got the ball back. I hit him with 2 option plays, right up the gut. Nice gains on both. And he's not a bad player. The dude can play. What he's doing on these option plays is he's committing to the running back. The D-line's committing to the running back, and he's using his user to come over and try to get Hurts. It just didn't work, but he's not a bad player. So at this point, I'm still really running my regular offense. Sometimes if I go into cheese mode, and I'll do a video later on that, when somebody really put me in the cheese mode, I would just PA seam on every play until I score a touchdown. But, I'm still playing them pretty much regular, even though we're yelling at each other on the microphone. Again, still running regular offense. I run Miles Sanders to the outside here for a nice little pickup. He breaks a couple tackles.
Nigga, get your hands off of me.
But it wasn't an overly big game. He's still yelling in my ear at this point, and I go for the knockout shot.
Finish him.
Quez in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. As you can see here, this was only the 4th time I ran that play. He complained about it. I had only run it twice, and I ran it twice more after that. One to set up that field goal right before halftime, and then this one right here for the touchdown. So I wasn't spamming this play. I certainly didn't run as many times as he ran that nickel blitz in the first half especially. We still in each other's ear at this point in time. Like, this dude is really mad. Like, I'm like worried about his health at this point in time. He's going off. So he throws this pass. I read it right but played it wrong. Incompletion. He said,
I'm done.
Game over. So y'all let me know who you think played cheese here in this game. I gave him some cheese, but really I look at it like I played him straight up for most of the game. I cheesed him, especially after he went for 2 unnecessarily. But y'all let me know. We're going to get into the second video of what I feel is cheesy. It's all subjective, so I look forward to your comments on what you feel is those cheesy gameplay. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications because part 2 is coming later on this week. I really want your opinion.